this button. See what happens. Hey, what's up? I think we're happening. Good stuff. Uh, Sunday football is on. We're in the fish room. There's football on TV. I'm hanging out. We're gonna do some water changes. It's gonna be a grand old time. We'll see if anybody shows up. If not, oops, that's okay. Test, test, test. I think it's working. All right. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If not, say, hey, stupid, fix your stuff. Got it? We're going to have fun. Or I'll sit here and do water changes and ramble on like, hey, blithering idiot. Which happens sometimes. Let's see if I can do this. Boom. Uh-oh. There's an ugly mug if I've ever seen one. Let's do this. Ah! Oops, sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. How do I? Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, nope. I think that's the big one. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. We're learning. We're learning. Careful. It's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Anyway, um, I don't normally stream during the day, nor do I usually stream on the weekends. But here I am. Here we are. If you're listening to me and staring at my ugly mug, uh, you probably have nothing better to do. Uh-oh. Hold on. Phone's ringing. Stand by one. Stand by. Uh-oh, we're back. Oh boy, oh boy. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh man. I have to pick up a phone call quick. Hope you guys don't think. And by you guys, I mean the one or two people that are hanging out. Nothing better to do. Oh, hope you guys didn't think I was ignoring you. If you're interested, whoever's out there, like usual, the link is in the chat. You're more than welcome to hang out and excuse me while I have time to do so. Try to be Disaster. Literal disaster. Does it look like I need to work on your thing? Folks out, but got so much crap. Maybe something. Say five, maybe, but it could be that. It's pretty popped up. Street or the internet. Audio's messed up. Is it better now, man? Separate. Better. I'm using. I'm streaming off my phone, and I've got my laptop open so I can see what's going on. It sounds like dog traveling now. I know. For a minute, I had the audio and the mic on the laptop accidentally turned up. So, I apologize for that. Let me fix it down over. Yeah, no, like I said, I post a link in the chat if you guys want to come up and bullshit too. Otherwise, I'll sit here and which is fine. Make, I was talking about this in a Discord channel the other day. You get some new bids going for some of these things on the to-do list. That's what I thought. No, I need tanks. All right, sorry, lids for tanks. I have no fish tanks. You need lids for these things. just go the twin wall polycarbonate route. It's cheap, they're easy, and if you drop them, like me, I guess I don't drop them. I just over a lot. Don't pay attention. You know, a lot of you guys right up here. Geek boy, I think. Long way away. And I have good eyes, but I think they're starting to go. I mean, I'm 33. I'm no spring chicken. I'm pretty young. That's the thing. Where it turns out they want to go see fireplace. Who would thought that's the problem. But it definitely feel like maybe Bill marked one eyeball or quite, which is bound to happen. I'm happy about it, but I get it. I always wear sunglasses. Or I wear sunglasses uh, frequently outside at least. My wife always makes me crap for it. Like, it's not even bright outside. Turns out she went to get her eyes checked. Likely. And I told her she needs to wear sunglasses more often. So, in the dumb male human being that I am, I was like, oh, told you so. Yeah, I guess how that went. Well, as expected. But generally speaking, when it comes to a male, not a female, I told you so is not usually a very good go-to for. What's up, Jenna and Steve? You guys can't hear me. Let's figure this out because if you guys can't hear me, then we got a problem. And no wonder it runs away. Let's see. Let's suppose. Oh my gosh. Oh, stream up. Sounds terrible. You know, you guys can't understand what I'm saying. Is this just a Steven thing? Or if it's everybody, we got a problem. If it's just Steven, then, well, Steven's got a problem. But all of these dudes. Take a look what's up, Crown Tail. Hope you're having a good day. In the middle, trying to figure out what's wrong with the sound. I'm going to mute me for a minute. On. I'm trying. Oh, that's terrible. All right.
Okay, how's this? Are we getting better? I hope we're getting better because that would be obnoxious if we weren't. And I'm trying. Uh, oops. Turns out fish like water. Does this sound better or worse? Fixed? Okay, Steven says fixed. I hope he's right. Fixed. Good. Down. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. We're gonna go with fixed for now, and I'm gonna get these nanoluteus that are all hopping all over the place. Some water quick. Woo! Easy. I think it was just a setting on the phone, but I would like to not just be rambling, not only rambling nonsense, but then I would be rambling unintelligible and incoherent nonsense because you guys couldn't hear me. That would be obnoxious. This. Oh no. My extension cord is gone. This is what happens when you just decide, like, hey, I'm just going to do the thing. And you don't have a plan for how you're going to accomplish the thing. And things are everywhere, and it's just a big mess. Steven is a mod, and Matt is not. Matt talks too much crap to be a mod. Maybe I'd make him a mod if he wasn't dogging me all the time. I'm kidding. Honestly, if you want to be a dog, I'll make anybody a mod. I don't care. I honestly don't, because for the 10 to 15 people that are usually in here during the streams, I think somebody's actually had to do mod type stuff. Maybe one time. Scared I'm at. Might be. Creepy dude. Let's do this. Let's move this over here. I don't know if that's better or worse, but at least you're not just staring at the electrical panel. Might be a little bit more interesting. Actually, see tanks maybe. Not that there's anything super exciting going on. Just doing some water changes. This tank here has some juvenile Cryptoluteus, or Cryptoheros, sorry, Nanoluteus, which are more or less just waiting on a new home. I found them a new home. There's a batch of 6 in here from this spawn. Found a new home, but I just have to get them there. They're on the other side of the state. And by the other side of the state, I mean South Dakota, not Iowa. So it takes a little more effort. But I'll make it happen one of these days. Or they'll just be stuck in my basement forever. One way or the other. What's everybody up to on this beautiful Sunday? I was watching a little bit of football earlier while I was eating lunch with the kid. And then I was like, you know what? I should do something semi-productive today. And now, here I am. Here we are. Although, I'm still not convinced that I'm being productive. But it's probably better than just sitting up on the couch watching football. Oh, so I'm glad I shipped the plants that I had to ship a couple weeks ago, even though they took 9 days to get to Steven. I think maybe 10, depending on how you count them. Fortunately, they arrived in better shape than I expected, thanks to the weather. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. And excuse me. And now, as I look outside and I look at the thermometer, and it says that it's a balmy, like 15 degrees outside. I definitely missed the weather. Kelly, why am I not a mod? You guys can help me mods. You know what? We'll just, what's up, vibes? We can just make everybody mods. You want to be a mod? You want to be a mod? Everybody gets to be mods. Kelly Foreman, hope you're having a good day. Mandy's here. The old Zen Ginger is in the house. Which we need to get some peer pressure going. And Zen needs to set up that tank. Now that she's got CO2, she needs to get a tank going. She's got CO2 lights. I know there's water in the tank. She just needs to do a stream. I don't know, like a live stream or something, where she goes step by step through the setup process and shows everybody how it's done. Because I know you've watched a lot of CO2 streams, Mandy. So I know you know what you're doing. It's time for you to do a stream and teach everybody else that even somebody that hasn't had CO2 forever can definitely get it moving and get it going. Garcia, what's up? Vibes, stopping by. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's not going to be a terribly long stream, and it may not be super productive. Right now I'm just doing water changes before I head to a hockey game. So since we have people saying, let's do this. Uh-oh, don't let it go to your head. And somebody complained about this guy. So we better give him more power. Everybody's going to be on power trip in here. More power. We'll do this. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Is there a rule somewhere that you can only have so many? You are going to stream. You need to stream. Don't tell me what you're not going to do. So I know a lot of people use drop checkers, and I'm not saying they don't work. They can be like a quick, oh, I walked by my tank and it was green or it was yellow, whatever. But it's not necessarily a great indicator of CO2 levels. If you ask me, I've broken more drop checkers than I have ever and probably will ever use in my life. And by more, I mean I've owned 2, I've broken 2, and I've never put a single one in my tank. Eventually, I don't know, it comes with experience, you just kind of eyeball it and you'll figure it out. Especially you can use the indicator plants, like if you have Ludwigia Pantanol, or even like Cuba, it's the same plant, just a different variant. They're really good CO2 indicators. So if you don't have enough CO2, Ludwigia Pantanol will curl up and get all pissy and bent out of shape. Well, just freaking start low and crank it up as you go. There's not a whole lot to it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Oh, see, Adele's here. What's up, Adele? Haven't seen Adele in a long time. Bright green is good. And even, honestly, I don't know. Differing opinions. If your drop checker is yellow, it's not. Whatever. I'll leave it alone for now. That's a good topic for a stream with like an actual like panel or a couple people talking back and forth. I don't personally use them. I'm not saying they're bad. I think it's a rough guideline. It's kind of like API test kits. They're rough guidelines to get you going maybe in the right direction. QC Alcoholic. What's shaking? What's shaking? What's shaking? I guess if you think your drop checker is not working properly, make sure that you have a good 4DKH solution for your reference solution that actually goes in the drop checker itself. And if that is good to go, that's go all in there like that. My go-to is always add more gas, but again, like I said, it kind of comes with experience, just knowing what to look for in your fish and plants. So I'm not saying that you're inexperienced, Matt. I just know you haven't run a lot of CO2 before. But it's, a lot of people are afraid to run a lot of CO2. And the answer to being able to, well, an answer and a bit of advice and a suggestion that I generally make for people wanting to push CO2 or that are worried about using too much CO2 is to increase surface agitation, which can kind of seem counterproductive or counterintuitive at least. But actually running more surface agitation allows you to run more CO2 because are you off-gassing a little bit? Sure, it's a little bit, it's not much. Like people that are afraid to run so much CO2, it's like, oh, you're off-gassing all your CO2. Well, big picture, it's a fairly small amount. And that surface agitation, oh no, increases gas exchange, which means that you're increasing your oxygen levels in the water, allowing you to safely run higher CO2 levels. Oh, God. I don't know, they're correlated. They're like, just because you have a bunch of CO2 doesn't mean you have less oxygen in the tank. It's weird. It's not like they're not mutually exclusive, I guess, if that makes sense. I just overflowed the tank. That's okay. And for anybody wondering, this is I use a lot of RO in my fish room, and if I'm not using RO, I'm generally using basically tap water cupped with RO to soften it up a little bit. So this is you guys can't even see it, sorry. So this, pardon the mess over there. Now you can't see it. This is it's about 35-gallon, one of the Brute totes on wheels. I can move it around just fine. And I fill this up with my mixing water. So this is either straight RO. Right now this is straight RO for the Cryptoheros Nanoluteus and some Corydoras. And then for like my guppies or something that I want kind of like a medium range water, so like 200 to 300 TDS, I'll fill it up with RO, and then I'll fill it up with some tap water, and tweak it until I get it roughly the desired level that I'm looking for. And I say roughly because I don't know, it's a range. I don't shoot for like 140 TDS. Like, I don't know, 200 to 300 is just fine for the most part. I don't shoot for super specific targets. Steven said he recommended drop checkers to beginners or absent-minded people like me. Just an easy, simple sign of, hey, pay attention for things like overdose. Yeah, so like I said, I don't advise, like, I wouldn't tell people to not use them. Just understand that it's a lag indicator. And it's a reference. QC Aquaholic. Oh my gosh. If I cut the leaves off dwarf sag that has BBA growing on it, will it die or regrow the leaves? It'll regrow the leaves, so it shouldn't die unless it's really, really pissed off. So I've taken Anubias and I've trimmed all the leaves off in Anubias, just left the rhizome, and it'll grow back fine. So no problems there. Yeah, and not yet, Matt. So if you have a plant that's I'll say infected with blackbeard algae or any algae, really, to be honest, step one to fix an algae problem is manual removal. So manually remove as much as possible, whether that's using a razor blade or a scrubber on the glass, a toothbrush like a comb for hair algae, picking little tufts off if you have the time and patience to do that, or just trim the whole dang leaf. It'll grow back. Plants are pretty resilient, more resilient than a lot of people give them credit for. And generally speaking, if it's a healthy-ish plant, it won't have any problems at all regrowing. You'll see some new growth and some clean growth, and that'll definitely help it move in the right direction, getting all that. Because it's not only does the algae compete for the nutrients, but the algae covers up the surfaces, right? So it's not able to access both light and nutrients as easily. There's another one. And this is why I don't do water changes in my stream usually. So that's tank number 2. That's okay. No, so the algae covers the surface of the plant, right? So it's blocking out algae, it's blocking out access, or it's blocking out sunlight or light that's can use for photosynthesis, blocking out nutrient absorption because plants do absorb nutrients both through the leaves as well as the roots. And so just manually remove it as much as possible. And if it's bad, if you're like, man, this thing is just covered in algae, just cut all of it off. Like, take the whole leaf. It'll survive. It'll be fine. And a lot of the times, you get like a bad algae problem on a specific plant, and that plant's going to sit there and it'll struggle. And as it struggles, the leaves might start to decay. And then as those leaves decay, they're going to release various enzymes and other nutrients that'll actually trigger algae growth. The Noxies in the house. What's up? What's up? When you cut the leaves off, did new leaves grow off the cutting? So if I'm going to cut a leaf off, I cut it all the way down to the rhizome, or to the base of it. So like on an Anubias, I'm going to go all the way down to the rhizome and just take that whole leaf off. So like I said, a decaying leaf or a struggling leaf is it's just going to suck up energy that plant could be using for other things. So just take the whole thing, and then a new leaf will form eventually. Priscilla, what's up, Priscilla? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm not making anybody feel bad about anything unless you have a guilty conscience. Just saying. And one of the reasons that I'm such a, I'll say, proponent of manual water changes is because it encourages you to get in your tanks, get your hands down in your tanks, get them wet, so to speak. And while your hands are in there, I mean, if you walk by a tank and like, oh, there's a little bit of algae, you might notice it, making a mess, but you may not, do anything about it, whether that's ambition or whatever. You're like, oh, it's on auto water changes, so I don't have to get my hands in the tank, which is convenient from a water change perspective. But as far as a tank maintenance point of view, that may not be the best practice. There you go. Boom. Steven's got it right there. The whole leaf's going to melt and turn to waste and contribute to algae problem. Boom. Simple words right there. I'm not getting in your tanks, Matt. Screw that. I got my own tanks to get into. And I was like, oh, have you ever considered like starting a business, maintaining people's tanks for them? No, I haven't. Oh no, what am I doing? That's where the water's coming from. Shoot. I've got like, oh my gosh. What am I doing? I got like 10 gallons of water on the floor right here. Oh gosh. Dang it. Shoot, I blame Matt. There's literally like 10 gallons of water on my floor right now. Benefits of having a floor drain and a sweet epoxy floor, despite the fact that my wife hates that I made it blue. She's like, why didn't you make it gray? Well, it's a fish room, and fish stuff is blue. So that's why the floor is not gray. But, excuse me, sorry. Uh, right now, I have a lot of water on the floor. I mean, more water than I've had on the floor in a while. But that's right. That's okay. Man. Yeah, actually, Matt's a good person to blame. Priscilla's a pretty good person to blame, too. Priscilla can take this one. It's your fault, Priscilla. So, cram it. Muppet 929. What's up, bud? Thanks for stopping by. We're glad you came. I'd say we're doing tank maintenance, but mostly we're just spilling water on the floor right now. I'll be honest. There's water everywhere. This might be the most water I've had on the floor. God, quite some time. I was on a pretty good run. Pretty good run until Priscilla stopped by the stream and ruined everything. Now I've got 10 gallons of water running towards the drain, which obviously it's nice to have a drain. Just got water all over the place. Damn it. Oh. Well, the wife's at work, so I don't have to worry about it. I'll splat. Deal with that later. So, more or less, I have half the basement. She has half the basement. So whatever happens on my side, usually stays on my side. And then she's like, "Where'd all this water come from?" And a little bit of everyone. Adele, it has been a while. It's been a long time. It's nice to see some of these faces. We gotta get some of these groups together again. Don't you be getting her half wet. Fortunately, the drain is in the middle, so it stays on my side. Speak of the devil, though. Priscilla almost distracted me and overflowed another one. But I'm learning. So shut that guy down quick. Throw the lid back on. Do one of these. One of these. Only 4 times. That's not bad. I wish I could say 4 times. But I would be lying. Actually, Muppet, now that you mention it, I've actually seen people, like, eventually, like, if your lid gets wet, moist, it'll grow algae, right? So I've seen people just stick the glass down in, like, a tank that it'll fit in, if they have bristlenoses and stuff. I just let the bristlenoses eat all the algae off the glass and then put the lid back on top of the tank. Priscilla was making sly comments. Does you have a python that you can fill the tank back into? Or a python with a sink to drain into? Sure, and that's great. Draining's not the problem. Knock on wood. I've never ended up with a bunch of water on the floor from draining a tank. Filling a tank, on the other hand, is where we run into problems. Draining a tank is easy. Drain a tank to the yard, drain a tank to the sink, drain a tank to the floor drain. Filling a tank, as easy as it sounds, and admittedly as easy as it should be, tends to lead to a lot more water on the floor. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. So, obviously this fish room, as you can see, is a budget fish room. And to avoid sucking up some fry and juvies with the water changes, take a python, Take a rubber band. Take a net. Fry net. Boom. Look at that. And then you don't suck up as many fry. Doesn't soak up as much debris, I guess. I can be a little more careful with that later. Do a water change up here on the Chilathrian Alani Wapoga. Clean some of these guys and this stuff out. Get them some clean water, a little backup. And then probably get ready to go to the hockey game. Which leaves the evening. Fortunately, the hockey game's at 3. Come home, have some dinner. Should leave a bunch of time tonight to finish up some water changes. Moist. Oh boy. Yeah, the floor's gonna be moist for a little while. Actually dries pretty quick down here. I've got a dehumidifier running. Oh man, what do we have here? There's trouble if I've ever seen it.
Hello.
Priscilla, what's up? Can you hear me, Priscilla? Bueller?
I connect my
Bueller?
Bluetooth.
Oh. What are you doing today?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I wonder if it's over my Bluetooth or if it's over my phone.
I think I was using my phone speaker before instead of my headphones because Steven said I sounded like garbage. I mean, I
You
just sound
still
like
hear?
garbage as a human.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hear you better now.
I guess I'm on my Bluetooth.
What do you have going on today, Priscilla?
I'm off today.
You're off. Wow, that doesn't happen often. At least it
Right?
seems that way.
It's rare on a Sunday.
So you're off, and Anthony's not there harassing you, so you get to do whatever you want now.
Well, no, I got the little one too, so.
Oh, okay. So is it as cold in Colorado right now as it is in Iowa? Because the weather here sucks right now. I'll be honest.
It's
It is
pretty
dog
cool.
crap.
Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Enjoy your afternoon.
But it drops down at night to like 20-ish. So yeah, it's
51
cool.
sounds way better. Zen Ginger asked how high my prisms are from the surface. So on my 125, the prisms are about 8 inches off the surface. If that gives you an idea. And I mean, if I wanted more intensity, I could lower them down, but 8 inches gives me enough room to work in the tank without having to move lights ever. And I get more than enough light that way. Oh man, what's going on here? June's here. What's up, June? On the Oscars. Quad City. I say Quad City. It's not Quad City. I say Quad City because that's a local area. Put a spawning mop in my rads this week and got about 20 eggs. Hell yeah. What kind of rads do you have, QC? I've got some Tewa Creek and 125 upstairs, and I've got a spawning mop in there, but I don't know if they're doing anything. Silver Creek's here. How's it going? Bunny Viper. That's awesome, QC. That is awesome. 57 in Louisiana. Ugh. Louisiana. I don't know if I could deal with the humidity and stuff down there. That would probably get to me pretty quick. Tiwa, there you go. Up. Hold on. Tiwa Creek, what I have upstairs, they are my favorite fish right now. Love me some Tiwa Creek. Up, sideways, up, maybe, nope.
No.
Up. There you go. All right, don't move.
See my, oh wait, my camera's dirty. That's better.
Nice.
My tank's recovering the crash it had from Xavier. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's recovering pretty quick and doing well, though.
Yeah. This
Did you
one looks.
lose much? And obviously you lost some, but
No, actually, didn't lose anything because my friend came and grabbed everything.
oh, perfect.
But
That
everything.
helps. Nice. Should bounce back pretty easily. Now, did you just do like some water changes to get it cleaned up, or did you use anything in the water?
Got rid of all the rocks. Ran carbon, cycled it again.
Okay.
Basically reset the whole thing.
Yeah.
This one looks a little bleachy, but
Now, when you restarted it, did you use like Fritz 900 or anything in it?
I used Turbo Sport.
Yeah. Okay. I just wondered because I need to get a bottle. Eventually, I keep telling you guys I'm doing it. Eventually, I'll show you guys the BioCube. It's getting salty.
And then
But I
I
need to
added
grab
fish.
a bottle of Fritz.
I added fish first, waited a couple weeks, and then I started adding corals back.
Nice. Not too bad at all then. Should come back nicely.
Huh?
One of these days, I keep saying, so Ian's got his saltwater tank, and he's getting into another saltwater tank thanks to Shanna. One of these days, we need to get you and Ian and myself and Anthony together, and we'll just sit and talk, chat, salt for a while.
It looks all good, except for the wells.
It'll come
But
back around.
it will be back hopefully. Well, it looks good on this side, but then the back side, you see, looks a little bleached.
Yeah.
And then I got Aptasia now because my friend had a bunch of Aptasia in his tank.
Ooh. What are you gonna do about it?
Peppermint shrimp probably. You
Oh, yeah.
see peas right there.
Yep. There's another one off to the right of that too.
Yeah, right there. And there's a big one down there in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere.
Mexicali, what's up? What's up? Thanks for stopping by, Jorge.
It's literally everywhere. I thought
Now,
this part.
when you get your corals or frags or whatever you're grabbing, do you use something like do you do like a revive dip or anything before you put them in the tank?
I usually dip it in iodine.
Iodine, okay.
But you can
I'm pretty
dip any soft corals in iodine. Like, well, don't dip any soft corals, period.
okay.
But I usually use this one.
Okay. Looks like a C-Chem product.
Yeah, it's just iodine.
Okay. So Zen Ginger asked if you still have the mantis shrimp. I think he's been gone for a while, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. It's been going.
So, do you plan on getting another one?
No.
No.
I decided to do just fish instead. Got two
Okay.
clowns. And this
Now,
rat is for Anthony, but it's in here right now.
Okay. It looks like an anemone in the back left corner. Is that
Yeah,
right?
fake. The clowns like
Pretty
it.
nice.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. It looks
Now,
funny.
Ian posted a picture earlier over on the Discord of an anemone that he got, and I'm not sure what kind it is. It's some bubble type variant, but it looked pretty sweet. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Seeing your guys' anemones and stuff makes me want to get the saltwater tank going even quicker. But nothing good happens fast in this hobby, so we'll slow roll it and see how things go.
We're gonna. So hard with the blue on it. But it's doing good so far.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
In order to make it childproof, I close the whole top.
Oh, really? So you have an actual like is it like a glass lid or something on top now, or?
It's like the greenhouse siding stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the twin wall polycarbonate type stuff.
And I like taped it in.
Hey, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah, so you can't pour anything in there anymore, hopefully.
Good. Now, I was gonna do show people how to set up a Wi-Fi timer in the stream today, but I got distracted, so we're doing water changes instead. And about 10 minutes here, I'm gonna bounce because I got places to be.
Clowns are just clowning around.
Geek Boy's not happy with your
It
lights.
doesn't like blue light. How about that? No, it's less blue. Yeah, that's more white. But if I make it more white, the corals don't look that good.
He'd rather gouge his eyes out with a plastic spork than have those lights in his house.
Yeah, now you can see how bleachy it is with the white light.
Yeah, it stands out a little bit more now. Terry, what's up, bud? 3 babies the other day. Awesome.
Oh, speaking of which, hold on, let me move rooms real quick. Actually meant to send Harry a message.
So Geek Boy has been having a little bit of a conundrum lately with his in-laws in his house, and he got rid of them for a while, but apparently they're back. So Zen posted the question: would you rather have the lights or the in-laws in his house? And I mean, you can shut lights off. Unfortunately, you can't shut in-laws off, sadly. Oh, that's badass.
That's Terry's. I just need to run to the post office.
That's pretty badass.
It's done, but I just, yeah, have to go to the post office.
Now, is that a tessellata eel? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Is this the first time Terry has seen it?
Yes.
What?
I keep forgetting to message him. I had it done for like a month or so. But yeah, because I constantly run to the doctors as soon as I'm off.
I feel like this would have been a good live stream that you could have done over on your channel, is making Terry's tessellata eel artwork.
Like I have time for a live stream. Like I said, I'm usually at work or at the doctor's. You know what I have coming up next?
Yeah, gross. Did they give you your magnesium citrate to clean you out?
It says in there like stuff I have to take and whatnot, prepare. And stuff. But yeah, I have that coming next.
So Silver Creek Aquatics is not familiar, and you haven't shown your face, you just kind of showed your stuff. But he asked, who is on with myself?
What are you
buddy?
doing? Are you gonna cause trouble? Why are you standing on the chair? What are you trying to see?
Silver Creek, this is Priscilla. Well, technically that's Priscilla's son, but this is Priscilla from Swiss Aquatics.
And I've been breaking down like parts of my fish tank. Like that used to be tanks here. They're here now.
Oh, you got rid of them?
Yeah. The cat likes to eat guppies. Drink guppies. Harvard. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ed's not here. He's going to be disappointed that he missed out on seeing the cat.
Would you please leave the guppies alone?
Thanks, Silver Creek. Appreciate it. Back in the day, and I mean back in the day like 2 years ago when I first started on YouTube, Priscilla and I used to stream together pretty often. She used to do some art streams where she'd live stream some of her art, like that tessellata eel that she just showed. But life has been busy for us.
Wait, what's today? Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
I was like, maybe we can live stream tonight. I'm off tomorrow as well, but then I forgot. My boss last Friday was like, "How much do you love me? Do you want to come in on Monday for a few hours because we have to do inventory animal count, which means we have to count every single fish in the store." And he doesn't want to do that. He said, "Can you just come
Okay.
in for hours?" Sure, I'll come in and count some fish.
Ugh, gross. Question. Do you, I don't think I've ever seen them there, but do you guys ever carry hognose snakes?
No, but maybe in your state, like not in our state because it's illegal.
I know it's illegal to own the, I think the eastern hognose is native here, so you can't keep it.
Yeah, but
Um,
that we have hog noses that are native, so they're like you cannot sell any hog period because they
mhm.
don't want other morphs to crossbreed with the.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I've never kept a snake myself before, but I've taken this awkward interest in hognose snakes now. Zen asked if we're going to do a salty exchange now. I think uh, between Anthony and Priscilla and myself and Ian, we could probably put something together. I know Ian started, what is it, the salt shaker, I think he called it the other day, talking about his solar stuff. But we haven't done, I used to call my live stream, so I used to stream every Tuesday, well, not every, but often on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I titled it the Aquatic Exchange because we usually had a topic and we went into things in fairly decent detail. But then I got busy and just never got around to it. And now I think not only does Bentley still streams on Tuesday nights, Scruffy streams on Tuesday nights, Alex streams on Tuesday nights, and Eric Wyrock streams on Tuesday nights. So Tuesday's pretty full. So I don't know if I'll ever have. Due to my work, it's tough for me to have a regularly scheduled stream anyway. So I don't know if I'll ever go back to a somewhat regular stream. We'll see. It'd be nice, obviously, but I don't know if I'll ever get back to it or not. Priscilla's back. 3G said he'd fence whip the shit out of that inventory to get out of that.
Did you hear what I said earlier, Mike? Just go to your Petco and ask if you could talk to companion animal leader and ask them if they can order hog nose. So we'll have
Okay.
it.
I was looking at the tricolors are super cool, but there's some other morphs that are really awesome as well.
Like most Petco stores can special order things. So you just have to ask the person that's responsible for ordering.
Okay. I'll have to ask him. I know Jess from Lady Metalhead. She was talking about trying to find some new fish, but she has some limited local options, and she didn't want to shop at the chains. But for the most part, a lot of the chains, especially if you get to know the people that run the department, they'll be pretty helpful as far as ordering fish just for you, and then you can have them set them aside and pick them up when you're ready.
Well,
so they don't even hit.
Yeah, when it comes to Petco, just keep in mind, like the stores are different volume stores. It can go from AA to A, B, C. AA and A stores usually have enough flexibility where they can like special order vendor request stuff. Like if it's a small store that's like a B level or C level store, then they probably can't.
Okay.
It all depends on how big the store is. The bigger the store is, the more likely you'd be able to special order something.
Okay. Silver Creek. He did a water change, or he moved his molly tank 4 days ago. Never plugged the heater back in. They're outside in a shed. It's pretty impressive. As long as it's a slow temperature change, fish can take some surprisingly low temperatures. But it's 2:30. I've been rambling for an hour. Priscilla stopped up and chatted for a little bit with us. But I've got places to be at 3, so I'm going to bounce. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Priscilla, always a pleasure talking with you. And I'll message
like,
you.
if we have some time.
Yeah. If you're free tonight, I should be free after probably 7 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I
Central
should be
Time.
free after the little one goes to sleep.
Okay. Awesome. So let's I'm not gonna set a time in stone, but keep your eyes out for like a, I don't know, 9 Central, 10 Eastern time, sometime after that. And I think we're gonna try to stream again later because that'd be super awesome, and we'll both have a little bit more time and stuff to talk about. So
Sounds good. See you guys later.
thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day. And for those of you starting to get a little chilly, stay warm. We'll see you. Have a good one.